Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Wednesday, December 14th, 2016. I'm Athen, and this channel is about using the actual constellations in the sky, known as Sidereal Astrology. If you are new, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so we are still very much in the full moon phase. We just had that full moon yesterday in Taurus. So it's still an illuminating time in terms of accessing our resourceful side. Again, being grateful for what we have in our lives, both on a material level, but also internally as well. You know, cultivating those natural gifts, those natural abilities, and that inner resource to, to cultivate those things that we truly value in life. So the moon is going to be shifting into Gemini here today, going over the arm of Orion. So there's the shift going from what still is, again, very Taurus, very earthy and grounded, but a bit more into the inquisitive, a bit more into the mind, making it an excellent day for reading, for writing, for communication, just using that mental and inquisitive nature of ours. It also makes it good for communication, sharing things, whether it's information or trade or the marketplace, things like that can be the theme of the day. And a great way of working with it to balance out that energy. And of course, Orion is very much the blend between Taurus, where we're taking those values, we're taking the earth, the grounded, the slow and steady approach to things to cultivate those values. But in order to do that, yes, as human beings, we have our minds. And that's our way of figuring things out and of cultivating the things that we value in life. So a little bit of both. The connecting to earth, connecting to those values at the same time, using our minds, and a bit of that inquisitive nature. So that's the theme with the moon. Of course, the sun is still in Ophiuchus, so it's still an excellent time for deep diving, as it has been a really good day for healing, as it has been nothing particular about today regarding healing, but this has been the time period for about the past few weeks. So really good for accepting any wounds, accepting any vulnerabilities, any weaknesses that we have that may come up, for that acceptance. And that's what Ophiuchus is all about. Through the acceptance of these quote-unquote lower aspects of ourselves, or these lower aspects of life, we do the transformation, we do the healing, and it's very refreshing as a result. Now the sun is going over the galactic center these next couple days, so there is this shift taking place with our self-expression, with what we're focused on. But again, it does require that deep diving. So as we do that, I think especially as we get into the weekend, a more expansive view and a more refreshed view as well. So that's the placements. We do have Mars, in fact, shifting into Aquarius going into the weekend. So very good for the, this is more about the innovative type of way of doing things. You know, Mars is about taking action. It's about getting things done. And in Aquarius, it could be thinking outside the box, being who we are. The freedom that brings and the eccentricity that brings, which can give us a bit of innovative thinking, but all in all, just innovative way of getting things done, moving things forward, being who we are. All right, so definitely a freedom time. Shifting into that, still very Capricorn, of course. Venus is still in Capricorn. Still a great time to be taking the slow and steady approach to attaining those values at the moment. And then, of course, Mercury is in Sagittarius, so our minds are quite expansive. We are seeing possibilities and potentials. And again, that's going to be more so as the sun shifts into Sag a bit later in the week. Now, in terms of the aspects, not a whole lot going on, but we have a few lunar aspects. The first half of the day does have the moon trining up to that Mars, shifting into Aquarius. So again, great day for independence, great day for motivation, drive, cultivating those personal needs. And again, finding the middle path with that, in regards to being who we truly are. Then the second half of the day does have the moon trining up to Neptune, perhaps making it quite easy going. Great second half of the day for a bit of flow, a bit of willing to accept. I think we are collectively willing to accept, detach, surrender, and that can make for a tranquil and easygoing second half of the day. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. I would say definitely still a full moon. I mean, that's the energy from yesterday, which is still this great time to see how we can cultivate these values, how we can access that resourceful side of ourselves. Of course, with the moon shifting into Gemini, maybe getting into the inquisitive side of that a bit. Great day for learning, reading, writing, communication, things like that. And yeah, with these placements, a bit of support, easy aspects today, collectively speaking. So good to, again, continue to move things forward, maybe with the motivation, maybe with a bit of that flow. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.